As the NBA season kicks off today on NBC and Peacock as the Houston Rockets take on the defending NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors traveling to LA to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's take a look at Owen and I's preseason predictions.
That's right.
We can both agree the West is stacked.
Absolutely. The Western Conference and the Eastern Conference play two different brands of basketball.
Two completely different games of basketball. However, we can mostly agree on our 1 through 4 here.
I think so.
We'll see yours in a little bit.
I shuffled a couple, but I think so.
OKC is the clear-cut number 1.
Yes.
I mean, they just won the NBA championship. There's no way they should move. They
Unbelievable
haven't lost or gained anybody.
Their line
Yeah.
was left right around 64.5, which I believe is the highest coming in since 73 Warriors. Obviously, it has changed recently. That's going to happen when everybody's going to bet on. It's going to change after they first come out. But I mean, that says something about what analysts expect from this team.
This powerhouse, what it looks like. Young powerhouse at that.
Yeah.
Nuggets, I mean, they've been good for long enough that we can just sleep them there too.
Yeah.
The Rockets, this team is going to be special. They did lose a lot of defensive firepower. However, Kevin Durant's going to turn this team around. There's no way. They're top 3.
And they still have freaky defenders.
Yes.
They still are very long. They got that long lineup. I remember you recently sent that over to me. Their lineup starting the season, I think the smallest guy is 6'7".
Yeah, 6'7".
And then the wingspan on all those guys is like 6'9", 6'10", or more.
Yeah. Clippers, I think, are my sleeper team. I feel like we say this every year, though, with the Clippers.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll say a little bit about that. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they're always, every year, we're always like, dude, the Clippers are going to be this, the Clippers are going to be that. And then they usually end up around this range.
Also, yeah, I got something locked away from it. Go ahead, yeah.
Warriors, I love this team, honestly. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler. I mean, that says enough. Even better, though, the Lakers, Luka, LeBron, Marcus Smart this year, and now DeAndre Ayton.
That's right.
There is, I mean, they could arguably be higher on this list. But just because they're...
You and I know better.
Yeah, we know better than to put them in this top 4. Yeah. This is a little bit of bias, but don't do that.
Go ahead.
I think the Mavericks could be phenomenal. I just think if they were over here, like we talked about earlier, they would be fighting for like a 5th place spot in the East.
Yeah.
However,
if I had wheels, I would be a bike. You know what I'm saying?
This is me going off of AD being healthy all year.
I think they are good, and I think that if AD is healthy, that can be really, really good for them, along with the Kyrie situation if he comes back. Similar with our Sixers with McCain and Embiid, but maybe so. We'll see.
It pains me though to put the Timberwolves at 8 because this roster is disgusting.
I know they do.
But it's just, I mean, this West is stacked.
Yeah, losing Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
I mean, it's Anthony Edwards is the face of that franchise forever.
Oh yeah.
But some possible play-in teams for the West. The Spurs. I mean, I think the Spurs team's going to turn it around. Unfortunately, again, they're in the West, so I think they fall just short in the play-in tournament. And then the Kings. I like the Kings a lot. I mean, I think the Sabonis, right? Yeah, that team is just going to be...
Sabonis is a machine. I don't know. We will get to the Kings. They have a lot going on there. I like what they did with Russ, but they have a lot going on there.
The West, obviously a lot harder to sort. The East, 1-2 is, I mean, that's clear cut right there. Cavaliers, that team is gross. The Knicks, they look just as good.
Right.
I have Milwaukee at 3 because I believe that Giannis is going to do Giannis Antetokounmpo things.
I was going to say, it's only
because of Giannis.
Reach 3, even 2, if Giannis is unbelievable. But don't turn your head away from possible trade rumors, possible movement rumors. I mean, I feel
like there's a rumor about him every year.
I don't know. It could all be hearsay, but I did hear that there was a statement released by Bucks GM, saying that Giannis had met with him before the preseason began, and they had spoken about possible contract negotiations, him staying, whatnot. He talked about a team meeting he had. He talked about something else. Giannis confirmed the team meeting, and other communication, he did not confirm that meeting. He said, I don't know what meeting he's referring to.
Interesting. But if he stays on the team, they're a top 4 team.
I agree. No, 100%. Yeah, if he stays there.
Here's my sleeper for the East. Sleeper for the East, and I love this team.
Yes.
Orlando. Orlando is growing and only getting better. Their younger talent from a couple years ago is now almost veterans. I mean, I don't see how this, especially with the East being this week, this is a perfect time for Orlando to take over.
I'm tired of people saying that there's no more LeBron archetypes in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's right here in Orlando.
Yeah.
His name's Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, love that guy.
He could be
the
better.
Duke prodigy.
He could be better. Yeah, Mr. 7-pound sweat.
Yeah, that's insane.
Gross to even think about. Yeah.
Atlanta Hawks, they just gained Kristaps Porzingis, and I think that will just project them even further. Trae Young has been carrying this team for his entire career, and I'm so glad that he finally has some help, and it's only a matter of time before the Hawks take that next step forward. Along with the Pistons, same with the Magic, young roster that have gotten progressively more and more experience. We saw some success from them last year. I think the success continues.
Really like these two teams. Yeah. Really like these two teams.
Celtics lost a lot of firepower, honestly. Yeah. They're a completely different roster from from last year.
Yeah.
However, I still think Jaylen Brown is really good, and I still think that the Celtics have those pieces to fight for that 7-8 spot, especially in the East. If they were in the West, they wouldn't even be on this right now.
I agree with that. I agree with that much. Yeah.
Sixers, they're a coin toss, man. But I feel like you got to put them on there. I feel like their young bucks have been great. Embiid, if he stays healthy, will be just enough to squeak into the playoffs. We'll talk about the Raptors. They're also young, so they could be a sneaky play-in team. You really don't like this Hornets pick, do you?
Yeah, guys, there's a polar bear in Arlington right here. I don't know what he's talking about. I like Con Knuppel going there to add some good shot selection, to add some, media presence, maybe a smile. But I don't know about the Hornets as far as playing good basketball.
I will say this. You can disagree, which you have. I firmly believe that LaMelo Ball will finally take this team.
This is the year, huh? Okay.
To, not necessarily playoff, but they'll definitely be knocking on the door. I feel like LaMelo Ball will finally, instead of just hucking up shots every possession, I think that he'll actually finally somewhat manage this offense at some point this year, and that will turn this whole team around.
He's talented. LaMelo Ball, extremely talented, very fast, good passer. But like you said, shot chuck, that tends to happen. They got a couple guys like that. I will say Brandon Miller. Keep an eye on Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
Definitely a good player. Could be a candidate for most improved player this year, as could Ahmed Thompson. But I think, why don't we go over to my predictions?
Yeah.
Why don't we get?
I feel like I could be very wrong about all of this. But
Both of
only
us
time will tell.
Can and will be very wrong. But
we seem to have been wrong in the past.
Why don't we go ahead and throw mine up there so that I can kind of give my spiel on each of these teams. Okay, let's get into some of my preseason predictions. Starting over here in the West, obviously Oklahoma City, big time powerhouse coming off the NBA championship, and also reigning MVP Shea and one Alexander. Was that really a foul?
We'll
let the whistle decide. We'll let the contract decide. Whoa, we'll let the whistle decide. At number 2, we're going with the Houston Rockets. Obviously, a lot of length, some long boys over there on that team. We talked about that with your rankings. I do think that the combination of Ahmed Thompson and Jabari Smith on the perimeter is going to cause teams a lot of trouble, as well as the improved shooting for both of those guys. Jabari Smith known to be able to spot up shoot. The Thompson brothers, not so much. The Thompson twins are both
slashers
in conversations for most improved, though, as they will be handling bigger roles. Fred VanVleet does go down for the Rockets. I don't think that deters them.
No.
I think they're going to be ridiculous this year. Keep an eye on Reed Shepherd, kid from Kentucky. Moving down to number 3, I like the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Best player in the whole wide world, and
doesn't care about it.
The guy that's making a GOAT debate. If we're done with the 90s, then we're done with the 2000s, and we're done with the 2010s. Okay? If we're going to do that, then this guy right here, Nikola Jokic, is going to continue to try and make a case for himself as the GOAT. They do have a lot of firepower. Jamal Murray, the numbers prove this. I'm not just BSing. He is one of the best playoff risers in the history of NBA.
They're a great duo.
And he wasn't even that great last year. They did bring back Bruce Brown, and they gave Christian Brown a ridiculous extension. My long-lost cousin, Christian Brown. That's right.
Yeah, sure.
He's making a lot of money, and he's a really good two-way player. Los Angeles Clippers at 4. My sleeper pick. Super deep, old, right? Experienced.
Yeah.
Led by James Harden, who had my woes with over the years. But, when he's healthy, when he's playing good basketball, man, he's ridiculous.
One of the best scorers.
He puts the ball in people's hands in ridiculous spots. Ivica Zubac, if the All-NBA awards were not positionless, because that's really smart. Let's make the award positionless.
Yeah.
Ivica Zubac would be a first-team All-NBA candidate, possibly. Second team, probably, because Nikola Jokic is this. But, and Embiid, if he's healthy. Whoa. But yeah, Zubac is that good. He really is. Keep an eye on him.
Solid.
Kawhi Leonard, when he's healthy, I really like what the Clippers are doing there in LA. The Warriors, their line at 46 or 47.5 coming into this game for wins. I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, I would smash the over. Okay?
Yeah.
This is a great team. When Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green and Steph Curry were on the court together, they were unstoppable, and they could do a lot of things in
Almost had
the
Seth
playoffs.
Curry on it. Almost had Seth Curry, and then they released him.
Improvements with Brandon Pajemski
Yeah.
could play kind of like that Seth Curry role, picking up guys on the perimeter.
I really wanted to see the Curry brothers play together,
Splashing,
though.
yeah.
Really wanted that.
Ex-Sixer, Seth Curry, ex-Sixer.
And Mav.
And Mav, that's
And
right.
Mav.
I keep forgetting. Yeah, so with the Warriors, they also have a weird situation. Jonathan Kuminga, his contract, what's going to happen there? Keep an eye on that. We should be expecting something, I'm thinking January. Late January, we're going to see some kind of deal come out. Something will be put on the table. They're going to give Kuminga an ultimatum, or the other way around. But that won't affect them. I think they go 5. At 6, the Timberwolves, like we said, ton of talent.
Yeah.
Lost Nickeil Alexander-Walker as he made his way over here to Atlanta. But I don't know if that'll hinder them that much.
No.
Julius Randle's going to have to play winning basketball, man. He's going to have to be effective. Los Angeles Lakers, the decision, number 4, right? How many are there going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also sick and tired of all that. Who cares about the
I
Lakers?
feel like it's just like they're one of those teams that have just like this stacked roster.
And the most
then
annoying fan base.
That, and then they just like disappoint with the roster that they have.
There you go.
I don't know why.
There you go.
It just
I wasn't
seems
even
to-
trying to
it's-
put him down, and he's done it for me. So
I don't know, but we'll see. They could prove us wrong. They very well could prove us
purple
wrong.
and gold, you never know. Luka's unbelievable.
Luka is unbelievable.
Shaving weight is,
it's
it's proven to be difficult for him, but when he does it.
Very sad. Very sad to see him go from Dallas, but
San Antonio Spurs at 8. I got him in the playoffs, baby. That's right. They're unbelievable. Stephon Castle can score the ball at will. Devin Vassell is a great two-way player. They still have Keldon Johnson somehow. Springy can hit the 3 and a good 3-and-D guy. He's on a perimeter, an underrated defender. And who did I not talk about yet? The two big ones, Victor Wembanyama and Dylan Harper. That's right. A lot to be excited about in San Antonio. I moved your Mavs over to the play-in.
you don't believe in AD being healthy.
I don't. I wonder why I would
I wonder.
believe that.
You've seen it many times in your history, haven't you?
Yeah, AD's made of glass. Can't say that twice, actually. I won't say made of glass. He's not. The Portland Trailblazers, on the other hand, a lot of young talent there, a little bit similar to the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs had De'Aaron Fox. They brought him there to play winning basketball. Trailblazers make a move for Drew Holiday in the offseason. One of the biggest winners, one of the biggest game changers in the NBA.
Yeah.
He can completely rattle the other team's point guard and just derail the offense. Not to mention Shaedon Sharpe and Toumani Camara extensions that we hit on earlier. It's a lot of money going out, but I think they could see some more wins coming back in. We move over to the East. The big old C up top. Cleveland! This is for you. I don't think that they're going to be as good as everybody says they are, but this conference is weak.
Yeah,
So
it's very weak.
they remain at the top for me.
I noticed that 5 spot is interesting.
We're going to leave them there for now. The Pistons.
Yeah.
I love the Pistons. Cade Cunningham's a great leader.
Yes.
He's still young. They're a young team. Jalen Duren, pride of Roman Catholic, right? Go Philly. Has been very, very good. Has been improving season by season. They had a situation with Malik Beasley, but they seem to have replaced him. Maybe Duncan Robinson will be able to get those high-volume three-pointer reps. The Pistons are a fun team.
Yeah.
They're another defensive powerhouse, and
Huge turnaround.
there's a lot to like there.
They've turned it right around, man.
Everybody wants to talk about Amen Thompson on the Rockets, but what about Asar in Detroit? I mean, look at the Thompson brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Twins in the NBA, and I got their teams at 2 because of them.
They're doing damage.
Yeah, and I did move the Magic up compared to yours. I got their Orlando Magic at 3, the best team in NBA preseason. They have a lot of talent there as well. I think that Franz Wagner is going to have a big breakout year for them. some moves made for the Hawks as they got Porzingis and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And I don't know if they're going to look that much different offensively, but I think they will defensively. Healthy Jalen Johnson is going to just score the ball at will, but he's also a freak defensively.
You think Porzingis stays healthy?
We'll have to see.
We'll see.
If he does, if they can load manage that, then that'll prove to be very good for them come playoff time. Because I got him as a 4 seed, which could be a little ambitious. Knicks down at the 5 seed.
I'm very interested to hear this.
I'm not a big New York Knicks fan.
No?
No.
You don't like Brunson?
I don't really. I like Brunson.
Maverick?
I do like Brunson. I think OG Anunoby's a great player. I think Josh Hart does a lot of good things on the basketball court.
Cat.
You know, after all that, Karl Anthony Towns is so zesty, but that's all right because he's a great ball player. He can really get it done. And I don't think that as a unit they're going to be able to stay together defensively as well as a team like the Hawks, the Pistons, the Cavs, you know, the Magic. I think that these teams have better defensive cores and they're more physical down low. They can prove to be a problem for Cat. Pay attention to Mitch Robinson though, because he doubled in size somehow in the offseason. So maybe he recognized that Cat wasn't going to be accepting of that 5 role and banging with dudes underneath the basket. So he did all that. I moved the Bucks down to 6.
That's fair.
I don't know that Giannis is going to be able to stay with them the whole year, and if he does, I don't know that they're going to achieve that much success. I also moved the Celtics down to 7 and the Sixers to 8 to round off the Eastern Conference. Celtics, obviously, Tatum, right?
Tatum's out for the year.
Big time Achilles thing. It's not going to help them much. And also with the Sixers, we had the Jared McCain thumb injury. I do believe that with Embiid playing pretty well in the preseason, if he can stay healthy, we can load manage it and then slowly ease McCain back into the system. He'll partner nicely with Maxey.
His thumb gets healthier.
Right. He'll partner nicely with Maxey. He'll partner nicely with BJ Edgecombe and Quentin Grimes. We can interchange a lot there.
Definitely.
There's a lot of talent in this roster. It's just a lot of question marks right now.
Can they put it all together?
Taking a look at the possible play-in teams, I did go with the Raptors and the Pacers. I couldn't leave the Pacers off the board after they just reached the NBA Finals. I understand Halliburton won't be playing because he has the Achilles. I understand that Miles Turner made his way over to Milwaukee, but Andrew Nembhard, another case for most improved player this year, super talented, shake and bake on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What do you think of Andrew Nembhard?
I don't know. I mean,
can he handle that point guard role?
I don't know. It's a hard role to fill, especially replacing Halliburton.
That's been a big question right now. Is Andrew Nembhard legit, or is that playoff luck?
And is it how big? We're about to find out this year how big of an impact Miles Turner and Halliburton were.
It could be a Jalen Brunson type story. I don't know if he'll be as good as Jalen Brunson, but it could be that type of story.
I don't know. I feel like I had to leave him out this year.
Yeah.
I feel like Miles Turner. It was like Halliburton, and then it's like and then Siakam and Turner were the 2 people that were those 3 that really carried them through their playoff Cinderella run.
Right.
Now that they're basically top 2 pieces are gone, I don't know if I could see them producing the same way. But again, they proved us wrong last year.
Yeah.
They very well could do it again. But
yeah. I mean, you could say the same for a couple other teams maybe with guys being out. But I mean, I do believe in Andrew Nembhard's leadership ability. He is one of Gonzaga's finest.
Yeah.
Toronto Raptors, a team that not everybody likes because, again, the combination of young and athletic, but not necessarily able to shoot the ball, does not totally work well. You need those guys that can pull it out to the perimeter and shoot it as well. They have a lot of good defenders. I think Scotty Barnes is a great player, and he's very, very, very slept on. But I don't know that the Raptors will be able to achieve higher than to play in this season. But again, hope I'm wrong about them. I like watching Toronto basketball. They play hard. Yeah. So that'll do it for the predictions for now. Stay tuned, though, because we'll be bringing all kinds of NBA updates and NBA news.
Oh, yeah.
And the preseason's over. So NBA season kicking off tonight.